Good evening, YouTube. It's Denise here, aka West Coast Rust, and you will have to forgive my awful appearance. I've had a rough day. Today's my 10-week post-op update from my RNY gastric bypass that I had on March 8th. For anyone who's new who's watching, I started my journey December 7th, I think, 8th. I can't remember, in December, and I was 264, and when I joined my, that was when I joined my program. When I had surgery March 8th, I was 247 pounds. Last week I came in, I believe I was 210.5, and this week I am 207.5, so I got into the 20 whatevers, which is good. Still looking for that Wonderland. Hoping in the next couple of weeks I might hit it. So my total loss in 10 weeks is 39.5 since surgery, and with my program weight that I lost in the beginning, it's 56.5 pounds. So I'm doing real well. Today started out to be a really great day. Everything was fine until about 1 o'clock. When my husband came to me at work. We both work at the hospital here, and told me that when he was home for lunch, our 14-year-old kitty passed away. And her name was Asia, and she was my first child. So I've been pretty upset most of the day. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to choke it back. She's been in my everyday life for 14 years, and I'm only 38, so you can do the math. I had her before I met my husband. I had her before I had kids. I had her when it was just me. So to lose her is a bit devastating, to say the least. I didn't think it would bother me that much, but yeah, we're going to have a little funeral service for her tomorrow and bury her up on a really nice hill overlooking the ocean. So I'm a wreck. I'm a wreck tonight, and it's tough. And I learned something new today about myself, and that is when I'm really stressed out, my same thought patterns from before are still there. I wanted chocolate badly. I wanted coffee badly today, this afternoon. I settled on a third of a cup of decaf that I watered down the rest of the way, but at least I got the taste of coffee anyway, and it was something that made me feel better. I don't want to go back to food as a comfort, and my poor dog, we're babysitting a dog right now, and so she's at my feet, and my dog is in his kennel, and he don't like it, so he's whining occasionally. Anyway, so I'm very puffy. This is what crying does to you. I have been off and on tearful the entire afternoon. It's probably not all the cat. I mean, it's a lot of the cat every time I think about her, or somebody asks me about what's going on, or, you know, whatever. I get text messages from my family because they love me and they know how close I was with the cat. It's gonna be tough without her, for sure. We didn't think it was going to be this soon. She'd been sick for a long time. She had a bad thyroid, and she had lost a lot of weight, but she's been thin for a couple of years now, so it was kind of shocking. But yeah, I wanted to eat. I wanted chocolate so bad today. I cannot even explain to you how badly I wanted to have chocolate this afternoon, but I didn't. I settled on some chicken for dinner and a couple of almonds. Almonds aren't on my program, but you know what? Screw it. I don't freaking care. I'm not gonna be 100% all the time. I'm doing my best, you know, and I wanted a crunch tonight, so I had a few almonds. Yeah, it's a sad day in my house. You know, for some who have watched my videos, they know that my son is on the autism spectrum, and as I suspected, when we told him what was going on, he doesn't understand. He's basically, he saw how upset I was when we were talking about it and breaking it to him what had happened. And he wanted to see her, so my husband had wrapped her in a towel and put her out in the garage area until tomorrow when we can go and bury her. And Azure wanted to see her, so we let him, but just a little bit of her face, not all of her. And of course, you know, he wants to touch her, he wants to do other things, but he's more, he's very into dinosaurs. It's kind of his thing, and so he wanted to know if she was dead, then did she look like a dinosaur? And we said no. You know, that happens a long time over time, that you would have dinosaur bones, kitty bones. So, but that's more of what he was interested in. He wanted to know if we were going to bury her, and we said yes. And but he didn't really care where, and he wanted to know why I was so upset. And he's very almost like he has negative affect about that kind of thing, because he doesn't bond emotionally like most do. You know, he's very black and white. Most autistic kids are. They don't feel emotion like we feel emotion. And that was today's response from him, just kind of solidified what we were dealing with, and that he really doesn't get it. I mean, he knows that things don't come back when they die. That I do know that he knows. But as far as that emotional attachment, I don't know. We've had her since we've had him. I mean, they had many scuffles when we first adopted him, and he was 2, and he was constantly going after her. And here we are 5 years later, you know, and I know he was bonded with her, but he just doesn't have that same emotional connection that we do on that level. So it's very interesting to see. I knew it was going to be very interesting, and I'm sure we'll have lots of questions later about it, and I hope that he realizes for real that she's not coming back. I think he does. But his interest was more of you know, kind of relating it to dinosaurs. So anyway, I'm tired as heck. I look haggard. I'm just so tired. Probably gonna have a good night's sleep tonight. I need it. If I was a drinker, I'd probably have a drink. If I was a whiner, I'd have wine. Instead, I'll have some Jell-O. This is my life. So, I agree. Yeah. So today, more than any other, I would say, you know, hug your family, hug your pets, anyone that you love, because you don't know when that last day is coming. You guys have a good night.